welcome to another episode of Story and Things. We are mainly a book podcast. I'm your host, Yahaira.
And I'm your host, Chelly.
And today we decided we're going to have fun.
Yeah, because we reached the end of season 2, finally.
Congratulations, we did it.
Yeah, congratulations, us.
Thank you.
And every end of the season, we want to make sure to remember the good times.
Remember all of the stories that we did, all of the characters we talked about, the good, the bad.
And what better way than to just put them all in a board game?
Yeah, exactly. And so if you watched our first season, we did Super Fights, which was super fun. It was so fun to film.
Yeah.
Where basically all of the characters had like their own abilities and we put them together. And this one we decided we were going to do the voting game, which is kind of like the superlatives of high school, which is like who is most likely to do this or do that or have good hair or whatever.
Okay.
That sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to do it going through our story list.
Yeah.
Because not all of them are books.
We have different episodes every Tuesday. So we are really going back there with our first episode of the second season, which we posted February 8th. So it has been a while.
And it's almost October.
That's weird. Oh my gosh. Have we reached a year yet? We have, right?
Yeah, we have. We're going for 2.
Oh my god. Thank you.
We got this.
So why don't we start with season 2, episode 1, which was The Witcher. And we're going to try to only focus on the main characters. So if you haven't seen that episode, go watch it. It is based on a Netflix series.
And a game and a book.
Yeah, amazing.
Quick reminder, the main characters are Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, and Jaskier.
Okay, perfect. Who hits snooze on their alarm at least 5 times before getting out of bed?
So we're going to write it down on a board and see if we match, okay?
Who hits snooze 5 times? If this was us, it would be me, by the way. I got it. I feel like mine is more correct. You ready?
And what, mine?
No, I feel like mine is right.
Okay.
Like if there was points for this, I would get points.
You would be docked points.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
because
ready?
the one who would hit snooze would be Jaskier.
Yeah, that's what I put.
AKA Dandelion. Is that his name in the game?
Yeah, Jaskier, aka Dandelion.
I love that.
I love him.
I've never played the games, but I do remember in college you getting super into the games.
I fucking love those games.
Did you think you would be into it? Like,
Sorry.
was it an automatic yes, or did it take you a while?
No, I was looking for a game like Fable, and I just knew this was my type of game, so
you
I
were
was really excited.
Into Fable.
Yeah, so I was really excited.
Okay, why don't you choose the next card, and it is going to be for the Unhoneymooners. This is a novel that was super big on Book Talk, and our main characters are the love interest, which is Ethan and Olive, and the twin sister, whose name was what?
I think Amy.
Yeah, I think it was Amy. And then there was a brother.
Ethan's brother.
Just say that. He was kind of a bitch, so
Okay.
just to know that.
Oh, this is a little too easy because you just said that.
Okay, go ahead.
The question is, who has made out with a stranger at a nightclub?
You know what's funny, though? We're both going to put the same person. I want you to guess what his name is. Okay? Because I don't remember his name either, but I'm going to lean towards this one because it just feels right.
You know what's funny? I know I'm wrong, but
I think I'm right.
this feels right.
What's his name?
I put Derek.
I put Duncan. It starts with a D, right? Doesn't it? Okay, wait. Let me look up Unhoneymooners really quick.
Unhoneymooners cheating brother. It's Derek.
Dane! It's Dane!
We were close.
Duncan. I thought that was right. I was thinking of the guest list. Okay.
It's funny because we were both like, okay, D, Derek.
Completely off.
Okay, so our next story is going to be The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which was beloved on Book Talk. So the question is...
Oh, the characters we are going to discuss for this one are going to be Avery, all the sons,
Jameson,
Grayson, Alexander. Is his name Alexander?
Yeah.
Sin.
Alexander's son.
Okay, and the Texan one, Nathan. What was the sister's name? Miranda? What? so many books. You can't expect us to remember the names of all of them. If I'm going to say one is Miranda.
This one doesn't. That's a bad question.
Okay,
you know what's funny? I think the funniest part about this episode is that we're not gonna remember anyone's name.
Can I just say, if you haven't watched our Inheritance Game episode, we didn't like it. That was pretty clear. Same for On Honeymooners.
You regretted it though.
I did. This is my apology video. Because I didn't hate it as much as I said. I would have given it 3 stars, and I don't remember if I did in the episode. But it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, but you still were kind of like, I still like the idea.
Do you think if you were in middle school, would you have read that book and liked it?
I think I would have, yeah.
I think I would have too.
Because my biggest irk is the love triangle.
The brothers.
Yeah, I like the actual plot aside from that.
It moved in a very weird way.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Those are our main characters. No, we don't remember all of their names. It's okay. Who is the most submissive? Easy.
What was his name?
Oh, it's a him. Interesting.
There's like 40 boys in this book. Xander.
No, Xander?
Yes, he was a baby boy. When I was 13, I found my first love. So, 14 is baby boy. James, okay, you know what? I will admit defeat here. He is kind of just like he's a simp.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a simp?
No.
You don't think so? Yes, he is.
Okay, yes, he is. Yes. Yeah.
He never let go of that one girl whose name was
Amelia.
Amelia. Was it Emily? Okay, our next episode was fan favorite. Maybe not fan, maybe just me favorite. The Hating Game by...
Chelly loves this book.
By Sally Thorne. You want to know, though, it made me sad when people... Because I tried doing the read the books that you gave 5 stars, their 1-star reviews. Mm-hmm. And I read those, and it made me sad because I'm like, damn, there was so much I didn't know about this book. Mm-hmm. But it still has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, and don't be ashamed about that.
Okay.
Anyway, so the main characters are Josh,
Lucy.
Right.
That's it. There was no other characters in this story. Not even the other 30. It was just them. By the way, shout out to you for coming up with the titles No Nips Were Pinched.
Well, because if you read the book, she keeps describing moments of being aroused as her nipples being pinched, but her nipples were never pinched, and I'm very disappointed about that.
You gave it actually a 0 out of 5
because of that. I didn't, but
Who would sue someone for something stupid just to make money? Joshua.
Yeah, I would say Josh because Lucy was just too nice.
She was too nice.
Yeah, she's described as a bit of a pushover, so she would never.
She wouldn't.
Okay, so the
5 out of 5 book.
Oh,
sorry.
3 out of 5 maybe.
Whatever.
The next story that we did was Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton.
Yeah.
It was our first dark romance.
I have never read a dark romance before that. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot.
I feel like you have, though. Like fan fiction.
Fan fiction, but not like an actual book.
Yeah.
So it was a lot to see in a book.
Mm-hmm. I loved it, though.
I did really like it, actually. It's a book that I think about a lot.
Me too, honestly. You've made more TikToks about it than I have.
Okay.
Main characters, Adeline.
Addie.
Zaid. Who else?
That's it. Addie's friend. Zaid's henchman. Okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of a hard one. Who would be the best double agent?
Double agent?
Mm-hmm.
In Haunting?
Yeah. I'm just trying to make noises.
You're writing a whole paragraph over there.
What? Okay, I got it. The best double agent would be Z. I drew him with his 2 colored eyes. Zaid, a.k.a. Zach, a.k.a. The Shadow. Yes,
AKA
that's literally
Zaddy.
him. I hate it. You know what? This is the end of our episode. Thank you for listening. I've never heard you say that word out loud. Now I have to live with that.
You're saying it as if I texted or something.
Yeah, you don't.
Do I?
Oh, okay. The next book is by Katie Robert, and it is Neon Gods.
Which main characters are Persephone, Hades.
We can even talk about Zeus because he was in it. Who else was in it? Hermes.
Dionysus. Okay, so the question is, whose moral compass is broken beyond repair?
I feel like I'm writing an essay. Hold on. Okay, can you read yours first?
I said Zeus, probably.
I put high-key Zeus, but low-key Persephone, only because she changes her views. Not her views, but, she was like, I'm not gonna love this man. I'm just gonna do what he says. And then after the first time they have sex, she's like, wait.
Okay, but
He's tender in a way I never understood.
he was really good. Do you blame her?
It just happened so quick.
I wouldn't
You
say-
know how I felt about Neon Gods.
I wouldn't say that it's a
The
moral.
diet.
A moral. Need I say more? No, I wouldn't say that's the moral compass, though. She's just.
Sorry? Oh, wait. No brands. Okay, you wouldn't say... I guess it's not her moral compass. It was just like a quick change where it felt like she wasn't her character.
Yeah, so you just didn't vibe with it. I get it. You hate the book. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've never liked something Katie Robert has done, ever.
Sure. Let's put that on hold, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the next story that we talked about was Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir, and main character Gideon. Harrow.
And the other house. Okay.
Exactly.
So, why don't we make this, because we have tequila. I don't know if it's in frame, but we did buy tequila.
Yeah.
So if we don't...
Not sponsored.
If we don't get the matching one, we should take a shot.
Oh my god, we're gonna be drunk after
Okay?
this.
Who would be the best partner for trivia night? So if we don't get it matching...
And Gideon?
Yeah. If we don't get it matching, we all have to take a shot. We all. You, me, and Jesus.
And the viewer. If you're of age, obviously.
Thank you. For trivia night. Ocean Man. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. I know you tell me not to sing on these podcasts, but it's hard when all I think about is songs. I think the best person to have for trivia night would be Harrow. Because of her extensive knowledge. What are you doing? No!
Me too!
What did you write?
I said, I had Harrow in my mind, but then I was like, but who's smarter than Harrow? And then I put whoever the bad guy was. I forgot.
Dulcinea.
Yeah.
How do you forget Dulcinea? That book slapped.
Dulcinea, I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
not a name that I would remember.
While I serve us shots by LMFAO. I do want to say that after we read Gideon, I was so into it when we read it. I thought it was the best book ever written.
And then what happened?
You know those things or those books that when you sit with for a while, they just don't hit as much as they used to? Mm-hmm. That was what happened with Gideon the Ninth and with me. We had a little falling out.
You guys just didn't click the way that you thought you would.
It made me sad because I feel like I am going to like Harrow the Ninth, and I think it's called Nona the Ninth, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like I'm going to like those two.
Like
Nona.
Nona.
Yeah.
Nona the something.
But I feel like I'm going to like those two books. But as of now, it was so dense that honestly, I don't remember anything.
So you'd have to start all over.
I don't want to. I feel like I'll just watch our episode on Story and Things, our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you can watch anywhere where you listen to podcasts.
And I'll be right there with you.
Our next one is
Through My Window
by Ariana Godoy,
Dude,
which,
good memory.
by the way, it was a Wattpad original story that was turned into a Netflix movie.
First a book and then yeah.
Main characters? They had
Aries.
Ares, Apollo, and Artemis.
Right, yeah, Artemis.
Right? And those were the three brothers.
And the girl.
And the love interest was
Amelia. Obviously.
Earhart. Amelia Earhart. And for a second book. Raquel.
Oh, I was way off.
And the friend.
Raquel. Wouldn't it be funny if I remembered her friend's name and not hers?
Marco?
Oh, not him. I was thinking about the girl.
Claudia?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. The question is, who intimidates the opposite sex? This isn't a sex thing, even though it can be taken sexually. My answer is, of course, their Wi-Fi password. Aries is a Greek god.
That is so cute.
Thank
for
you.
Aries.
Thank you. I'm glad we don't have to drink again. I can't see straight. So our next one.
You're such a liar.
Our next one. Oh,
We've only
wait.
taken
I'm
2
very
shots.
lightweight.
Girl, I could take 3 more.
I can cheer you on. Okay, our next one is how's the song go again? Is this what you call a honeymoon?
Oh man, but this is the second.
Season 2, Bridgerton, where Anthony was the main character, which, by the way, Anthony should be the main character in all the books. I'm just saying.
Okay, all of a sudden she's an Anthony stan.
I am an
need
Anthony stan.
someone to rewind.
Anthony, okay, pros and cons, okay? Anthony.
Pros.
Hot.
No more sideboards.
Wait, you didn't like this? What? Hello? You can just grab onto that.
That's why it's scary.
Yeah. Like if you guys are like on a metro together and it's like moving a little too much but you don't have the handle and you're like, whoa,
He is
the handle. Those are my handlebars.
No.
You don't get it.
Was that
You don't get it.
Was that your only pro?
Yeah.
Okay. Main character is Anthony.
And then the minor character
Kate.
Edwina. Wait. Go ahead and say it again. I interrupted you.
The main characters are Anthony, Kay, Edwina.
And then the minor characters would be the rest of the Bridgertons.
The rest of the Bridgertons.
And also the Featheringtons.
Right.
Thank you. I do remember my characters.
Who would you want as your mom or dad? So think about all of the Bridgertons. All
Yes.
900 of them. Anthony.
A through Z 24 times.
Kay, Edwina.
Okay, who would I want as my mom or dad? This is a hard one.
Is it?
You know what I realized?
What?
People who are watching this are going to finally see what our handwriting is.
Don't look at it.
I have very good handwriting. TBH.
I don't.
I do.
TBH.
I do. I write a lot at my job, so I got good handwriting. I even took a handwriting class. Did I tell you that?
Why?
I had to for my profession. It was like a thing. Best mom, Violet. What did you put? Simon! He didn't even fucking want kids.
That's why.
He didn't want. Love a dad who's absent.
That's why I thought it would be funny, but I also put J.K. Edwina.
I feel like Edwina would be a good mom. You know what my favorite scene from Bridgerton was?
Which one?
When Anthony got her a full ass horse, and she was like, I don't like horses. Thank you though.
Thank you, but can you like take away this horse? Okay, thanks.
Okay, third shot of the night.
Remember when I
Do
said I
you
was
eat it first? Oh, do you eat it first,
No.
or do you eat it after?
Say after.
I feel like we are about to experience an unhoneymooner's moment.
The afterlife.
Can I say something? Fun fact. We read this book once called Couples Next Door. And
We're gonna talk about it in the tier list.
But that episode cannot be published because we were there's a fly. That we were so drunk in that episode.
We were in.
So we didn't like when you started the video, I didn't even have my eyes open.
It was so funny though.
It was really funny.
It was a good episode for us only, nobody else.
Well, after Bridgerton, our next episode, Under the Whispering Door, which, by the way, I don't see on Book Talk often, and I'm a little disappointed, Book Talk. The characters...
I feel like it must have been because it won Best Fiction Book, I think, on Goodreads.
Well, the first time I heard about it was because someone in Well, someone during the winter when I went on a family vacation had recommended it to me at a local bookshop.
Oh, yes, I remember.
So I had the book before we even decided to read it, which honestly, if we hadn't decided to read it on the podcast, I think it would have sat on my shelf.
TBR.
Yeah, for a very long time. But I'm so glad we read it.
It's crazy because it's like one of your favorite books.
It is. And I honestly think it will win Book of the Year. But I think in December, I do want to reread all of my 5 stars to see which one really gripped me.
Do you think that you give 5 stars easily, or do you think you're hard?
Well, I think I give 5 stars to a lot of books, but there are certain books that I gave 5 stars that like are more impactful. Because I love The Hating Game, and I did give it 5 stars. But I don't think it compares to how I felt about Under the Whispering Door.
Of course, it's like completely different genres.
Well, the main characters are Wallace, Hugo, May, Nelson. And that's pretty much it. And there's like side characters like Cameron. And there was another one. But there are other characters, but those are our main. So what's the question?
The question is, who can make the most impressive structure out of Legos?
I got it. Are we taking a shot if it's not the same?
God, you're gonna kill me. How about we do like 5 more?
What if we do half shots?
Okay, fine, that's fine.
I got mine because I feel like I know this book like the back of my fucking hand.
Okay, can I just say I don't remember everyone's name.
Okay.
So.
Okay, who would make the best Lego structure?
I put the Reaper. May, yeah.
May!
Yeah.
May!
I forgot her name.
The next book is Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi, which is the second to a series called Shatter Me, which, as most people refer to, the Eyeball series. And our main characters are Juliet, Adam,
Warner,
Aaron. Oh, wait, Adam. Aaron, his little brother, Mini Adam,
James,
Kenji, the best character in the whole book.
Castle. I feel like I know most of these characters.
More than me.
Yeah, so, okay. The question is, who claims that they could quit their bad habits immediately if only they wanted to? Quit their bad habits.
Oh, easy. Oh, I don't even have the marker open. Easy. Wait, hold on.
I'm just showing the audience. Dude, I'm drunk.
My answer is Adam. Say it like the vine. That's what I wrote.
Adam?
Yeah, who would be like, I could change, babe. I could change.
Adam?
I can change.
I feel like it would be Kenji because Kenji is so, like, funny all the time. So he's like, if I wanted to be sad right now, I could.
I would. No,
But
I feel
I'm
like,
not.
but I feel like Adam is like, babe, please, it can work. I could change.
I think we both looked at it differently. I looked at it as a more, like, comical sense. Like, yeah, it's annoying that I leave my socks everywhere. And?
I'm bilingual. Fun fact, we're both bilingual. Just thought I should mention that.
Trilingual?
Are you trilingual?
No.
Do you speak a...
Okay, we need to get out of this. Okay, next.
Our next story is Heartstopper by Alice Osman. I am...
The biggest Heartstopper fan ever.
I am subscribed to on Patreon, Alice Osman. I love Heartstopper so much. I think about it every second of the day.
Charlie literally reread Heartstopper like a million times.
Shout
Not
out.
even joking.
Shout out Twitter handle at Hourly Heartstopper that posts Heartstopper images every hour. I fucking look forward to that shit. I love you.
And I appreciate you.
It is an LGBTQ romance story between 2 boys, Nick and Charlie, with their best friends, Tao,
Come on, girl. You ready to like million
Tao, Alid, Tara, Darcy, and Tao's girlfriend.
I don't remember anyone's name. What, Nick and Charlie? That's all I know.
Nick and Charlie.
And Tao.
I haven't
Okay.
read Nick and Charlie yet. Go ahead.
Question is, who eats sushi with a fork?
I did mention earlier that we were going to see what our writing looks like. Good luck seeing what our writing looks like when we're drunk. Nick motherfucking Nelson.
Nelson?
Nick motherfucking Nelson is someone who would eat sushi with a fork.
I put Nick
And
too.
Charlie would hella call it chaotic.
Because it is.
It is chaotic. You eat it with chopsticks.
Duh.
Come
or your
on.
hands. Like a civilized human
If I
being.
went out with someone and they were like, hey, Chelly, let's go eat sushi, and they pulled out a fucking fork,
Wait,
I would leave.
Have you never had that happen to you?
No.
What?
Because I eat sushi with people I trust.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I ever have. Oh, you know what? I think Niles has done it once.
And you banned her.
And I actually don't talk to her anymore. That's why Niles stopped being part of our episodes. Because during one of our breaks, she did eat sushi.
With a fork.
And she was permanently banned from this realm.
Imagine.
Our next...
She's not. It's a joke, okay?
Our next episode was actually a movie. And it was on Hulu. It was called Fresh. Fresh had two main characters. One of them a cannibal. But you know, we all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. It's okay.
What was his name?
Sebastian.
The actor's name was Sebastian Bash. Okay, so the characters' names were Grocery Man.
Nice.
So the
Grocery.
characters' names were Steve, shirtless guy,
Was there her name like
Noah.
Noah.
And her friend's name was Molly.
Molly, Noah, and
Steve.
Steve.
Okay.
Question.
Who is late so often that you no longer show up on time? Suddenly, it's hard to write. I have my answer, and I think I'm right. And if we're wrong, we take half a shot.
Oh my god.
I love you,
I'm
by the
gonna
way.
be fucked up. I love you too. I'm not drunk. Okay, I wrote Noah.
I wrote Molly.
Molly?
I feel like Molly would show up late. Respectfully.
Molly never.
Molly would.
Molly?
Tell me why she wouldn't.
Molly just looks like a punctual queen. Are you kidding me?
Here, I picked this one out for you.
I didn't want that one.
Too late. I noticed that I'm not speaking into the mic. I think I'm okay because I'm loud. Thank you. Usually you feel shots in your chest. I felt that one in my fucking heart, dude. What shot number is that?
I don't know. Bro.
So our next one is actually Malice and Misrule, written by Heather Walter. And I think we can do that one together because it's a duology. Mm-hmm. And our characters are Alice and Aurora, the Disney princess.
And who else?
That's it. Oh, Calvin?
Calvin and the Chipmunks?
We don't know any of their names. Did we even read these books? I have a confession to make. I did Spark Notes all these
No,
books.
you did. She's lying.
I didn't.
That's
I read
a
them.
big ass lie. She reads them. I've seen her.
Who has gotten the most upset playing Monopoly?
Monopoly?
Yeah.
Monopoly, the really long game?
Yes.
Okay.
The one with the man?
You could have said the one where they buy property.
The one with the man?
Yeah, there's no other games with a man.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm already showing my
Oh,
answer.
shit.
I think we drank too much. I think we drank too much, and this might be another couples next door. I also wrote Alice. Isn't it spelled with a Y?
Oh, shit.
Fix it. Got it! Our next book is Cruel Prince, written by
The best
Holly
story.
Black. Holly Black. Cruel Prince featuring The Tale. Our characters are Carden, Jude as our main characters, and our secondary characters.
Locke.
Tasman was her name, right?
Tasman is Tasman.
The sister.
The sister? You mean
Tasmanian Devil? Tasmanian
Is
Devil.
her name like
No.
Karen?
No. It probably is, but it's Jude and her sister, the Tasmanian Devil. And Carden and
Locke.
Who can't spell illiterate? I'm going to try to act sober. Who can't spell illiterate?
Between all of the
All
characters.
of them.
Shit. What were all of the friends' names again?
It was Tamron, Locke,
Not Tamron.
Carden, Jude, and that was pretty much the main ones. I think Tamron cannot.
Tamron is not her name. I feel like she's a smart girl. I would say it's the guy that starts with a V. The one that died. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
Read the book. It's been out for a while. She's already written a new one. Catch up. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stayfader.
Shout out.
Shout out. We met her.
Yeah, she was so sweet.
She was so sweet.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to read the rest of the series.
You know, I really did like the
Raven.
question you asked her, which was, how do you feel being done with a book?
Yeah, because, you know, I write also. And so I was just curious to know, like, what's it like getting to the end of a book that you worked so many years on? And she was basically saying that it's a very bittersweet moment because you feel happy, but then you also feel worried. Like, did I end this the way that I intended to end this? And I love talking to her. I hope that we get to see her again because I'd love to talk to her again.
Well, The Raven Boys is the first in her series of The Raven Boys. Mm-hmm. And our main characters are...
Adam.
Adam was one of them.
Blue.
Gamzee, Blue,
Gansey.
Ronan. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of it. Okay. So our question is, who has seen the most players in the room naked?
I just figured, you know, it's like a boy thing. Sometimes you just want to change it in front of each other. It doesn't even matter.
Can I say something? I think in my profession, I do spell on the board frequently, and I can't read my writing right now.
Noah.
I put Noah, the dead one.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
Because he's dead, I feel like he's seen the most people naked, and he's like, oh yeah.
Oh, he's a ghost.
Like. You get what I mean?
I get it. Wait,
Should we take a shot?
No.
The next story is Pestilence, written by
Pesty the
Laura
Bestie.
Thalassa. Pesty the Bestie.
You really like this story.
I do. I don't think it's my type of story that I would have read, like, I would have picked out myself. But because of the podcast, I did read it. And I thought it was interesting. Like, I thought it was fun.
It was big, like, on Book Talk, so that's why we decided to read it. And I thought it would have been a little bit different, honestly.
Yeah.
Not a lot of plot. Not a lot of
lot of sex. Pesty the Bestie, Pestilence, was the main character, aka Victor. And then we also had Sarah Burns, was a firefighter, wasn't her name. Come on. Our question between those two characters, because there really wasn't any other characters, is who would die first if they woke up naked in the middle of the Amazon? I did write Sarah Burns. Can you see my writing, please?
Ew.
Sarah Burns. And I drew little fires. That's
cute. That does not look like a fire.
The next book is Den of Vipers. The best book we've ever read.
That's
by far, and probably will read.
That's a lie. I hated this book. I did not enjoy this book at all.
There were 4 Vipers. Garrett, Diesel, Kenzo,
Ryder,
and Roxy, the OC of it all.
Yeah, so let's
pick one.
So the question is, who color coordinates their underwear with their socks? Easy. If you get this wrong, you are a fake fan. A fake fan. Who was the most OCD character?
Ryder.
Yeah, Ryder. I put that too.
Come on. I'm a Viper queen.
A Viper head, some would say.
A Vipey. So our next episode was Stranger Things.
Dude, this one was so fun to film. I loved seeing Chelly go through the entirety of Stranger Things in literally like a sitting.
I had never watched it, but lie. I had watched season 1 and then dropped it, but not because I wasn't interested. I just it had so many gaps in between that I just stopped watching it. Mm-hmm. And I regret it because I was so in love with it, and to be honest, I'm still really in love with it. Mm-hmm. Like, I follow it so heavily.
Me too.
Do you still get Stranger Things TikToks because of me?
It's also because of me, though.
Oh my gosh. It is so good. I don't think I have to say it, but our main characters are Mike, Lucas, Will, Dustin, 11, Max, Nancy, Jonathan, Steve, Eddie,
Hopper.
Hopper,
There's a
Joyce.
lot of characters actually in
Yeah,
this
there
one.
is a lot, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows Stranger Things. So what's our question?
Wait, that's not this one. Whose funeral will be attended by the most people? What?
Max. Hopper.
Hopper is loved by the community.
I agree. Hopper has a fat ass. But after season 4, I feel like everyone would want to attend Max's wedding.
Winning.
What? Opposite of weddings, funeral.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Our next book that we read was a favorite on Book Talk, Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas.
Favorite on Book Talk, but also mostly by Chelly. I feel like I only saw TikToks from Chelly.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
The question.
The characters, who were Ryan? What were their names?
Pike Dawson.
And Jordan. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pike Dawson and Jordan.
And Jordan's ex, who happened to be Pike's son. Oops.
What was his name? Who cares? Anyway, what's the question?
Who is the first one out of the 2 main characters to be found in hide and seek? I did originally write Jordan, but Pike because of his badass dumpy. That bitch be hiding in a corner. You know you about to see the letter C with his badass dumpy.
What?
Let me draw you an image. You're hiding behind a wall. Bam! He's there. You can see him because of his dumpy.
That looks like a flag.
Our next book is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han.
Main characters, go.
Conrad, Jeremiah, Belly, Belly's brother.
This is the question, okay? Who could talk their way out of a hostage situation?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is so charismatic. I feel like he could talk
He's
his
such
way.
a cutie.
Okay, all of a sudden, she's a fan. I need someone to rewind. You were like, ew, Jeremiah, disgusting.
It's because I hated Jeremiah and Belly together.
Mm.
I'm Team Conrad. Thank you very much.
Next up, we talked about First Kill by Miss V.E. Schwab. And unfortunately, First Kill was canceled. And I wish we were sober enough to talk about it, but we're not. So I'm not.
I am sober enough to scream about it.
I'm not sober enough to talk about it.
The main characters were Juliet and
Calliope.
Calliope.
All right, do you want to pick the question?
Who is stuck on an island because they have burned all their bridges? We know who the answer is. You don't have to hide it.
Do we know? I can't spell Juliet, so I just put Jewel. I also wanted to pick Juliet because of her family. I feel like her family has made a lot of enemies, so I just think that is the correct answer.
That's true.
Although Calliope's family has made a lot of enemies too, though.
Yeah, but they're less hated.
I don't know about that. They are hunters.
Our next one was one of my favorites that we filmed this season, which was Cricket Kingdom by Lee Bardugo.
There are so many characters. Where do I start? Kaz, Jesper, Nina, Matthias, Inej.
Hello, Wyland?
Oh, yeah,
Wyland!
Who dances like no one is watching when everyone is watching?
Our answer, of course, is Nina.
Jesper.
You know what?
Jesper.
I was going to put Jesper, but I feel like Nina is a feel-good. I think both answers are pretty valid.
I feel like they're very similar, so I think that's correct.
I loved the dynamic between the 6 crows in the second book.
Yeah, me too. I thought the second book was so good. I definitely recommend it. I hope we get to see a little bit more of them in the future.
Mm-hmm. Our next book is my favorite by Tahereh Mafi, which is The Woven Kingdom.
This Woven Kingdom.
Featuring Cameron, Aliza, and
Cameron's friend.
Who was the love interest, though? The other love interest?
Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. Between those 3.
Okay, you pick.
Who will have the most positive impact on the human species in their life? That's pretty relevant to this book, actually.
Obviously, Aliza. Aliza, love that girl.
I think I spelled her name wrong.
She's such a good main character. I don't even know what you wrote. What?
Aleyzah.
Cute. No.
Our next one is one we just mentioned, but because it was a duology, the second book, Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton.
So Adeline, Zaid, Sybil?
Sybil.
Sibby? The question is, who will show up to their high school reunion in a Lamborghini rental?
Lamborghini.
Rental, though. It's their actual car. It's not their actual car.
I feel like in a Lamborghini rental, Addie's friend. Addie has the money for a Lamborghini. She has the money for 5 Lamborghinis.
I feel like she wouldn't buy one, though. I feel like she'd be like, why would I buy one? I could just get a rental. You know?
I agree.
She's that type of girl.
You're right. The next one is the best book by Katie Robert, which is Dragon's Bride.
I disagree.
It is the best book
It is not
ever written.
It is not their best book.
Monster boyfriend, soul, main character, Briar, all that matters.
And
Best book, he has 27 penises attached to him.
And don't forget the best character ever, Azazel.
Azazel, demon boy, king. Sorry, Azazel. Who would try to talk down the price of Girl Scout cookies? I think the one who would try to talk down the price of Girl Scout cookies would be Briar.
I put Azazel.
Azazel?
Does he even have money? Does he have cash? What?
I feel like Briar has lived long enough in the human realm, because she is human, where she would be like, no. 12 dragon coins for mint chocolate chip?
I don't think
That is worth 2 dragon coins. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
I think she would.
I feel like Azazel, because I don't even think he knows the concept of money. So,
Second to last is Hooked by Emily McIntyre.
oh, this is another dark romance that we read. So, main character, James.
Which is Hook.
Wendy.
Which is Wendy.
from Peter Pan.
Yeah. And
Who would show up at your doorstep unannounced, uninvited?
I feel like uninvited James motherfucking Hook.
I put James to collect money.
He's got a job to do. You're not wrong.
So I just feel like he would just show up and I'd be like, James, what the fuck? Get out.
Our last book from season 2, final one, is Fine Print. And
Main characters, go.
Ronan Zara. Who hasn't finished reading a book in the last 2 years? I feel only because he's super busy. Ronan. You just wrote the letter R.
Do I need to write anything else?
Ronan.
Stop pushing me away.
I'm sorry. I think Ronan.
I would say Ronan too, because I don't think that man reads.
I don't think he has time to read.
I agree. Exactly.
I think that was all our episodes.
That's all of our episodes, but just for fun, let's do 5 more and see if we're on the same wavelength, okay? Oh, 4. 4. 4.
That's a lot.
Just 4
Okay,
more.
fine. Any character from any of the seasons from season 2.
Go.
Any of the episodes from season. Who has a tattoo they regret? Go. I feel like the one who has a tattoo they regret is most likely spelled his name wrong. From the Whispering Door, Wallace. I feel like Wallace has done something when he was true drunk and he doesn't like to admit it. Yes.
I can't picture a tattoo on him. I put James because of the gang life. You know what I mean?
But I feel like he wouldn't, like, regret it.
I think he would. I think he'd be like...
It would be Wallace. Wallace would be like, me and my
this-
wife, we're going to do this thing and we accidentally got this.
Oops, my bad. Who drinks whiskey in their coffee at work?
Easy. If you don't get the same one I do, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed if you do not get this one.
Wait, what? Are you really?
Yes. Who drinks whiskey in their coffee?
Hades.
I already saw your answer. Roxy.
Ah!
Roxy from Den of Vipers. Come on.
Wait, no, that's who I wrote.
Wait, cut it. Roxy.
Whoa.
Can't believe we got it on the first go.
It's so funny because if you've read that book, you know. She was like,
She's a pick-me.
You know, I don't drink anything, just whiskey.
I'm not like normal girls.
I'm just whiskey girl, you know? Next. Whose first word was no? How are you already writing?
Because I really was invested in our season 2.
I put Kate, question mark?
From Bridgerton?
She just seems like a free spirit kind of girl, so I just feel like, she'd do her own thing.
Well, I did put Grayson.
Ah.
He's a negative Nancy.
That's a...
He is. Don't tell me he's a realist, okay? And that comes off as a negative Nancy. I love Grayson, by the way.
Not enough.
My favorite son. Last question. Who falls up the stairs?
Falls up the stairs? I mean, obvious.
I feel like my answer is going to be Edwina. She feels like someone
Edwina?
She feels like someone who would fall up the stairs.
Edwina is way too poised and proper to fall up the stairs.
She would.
She would not.
Who'd you put?
I put Lucy. She's too small.
Oh, you're
She's a
right.
small
I
girl.
agree with Lucy.
She's a small girl. I feel like she'd just be tripping.
Oh my gosh. It's been so long. I think I'm drunk.
I'm definitely drunk.
But I do want to say thank you for everyone who is listening to our episodes. It does mean a lot. If you are listening to us anywhere you get podcasts from, which could be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can leave a rating of 5 stars, it does really help.
That would be so nice. It would mean the world to us if you could give us 5 stars, because then I feel like we would be promoted more.
Yes, and if you can share us with either your friends, your lovers, your enemies,
Family, maybe.
It does really help because
Second cousin.
yes, the best exposure is through word of mouth. If you are listening to us and watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe. Did you read any of these books? Did you agree with what we said for the voting? Because I feel like we were pretty accurate.
I think so too, and I'm excited to buy the expansion pack. I feel like this would be really fun for us to do like as bonus episodes.
I think so too. It's really nice. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry we're drunk.
I'm so drunk.
But thank you so much for listening. I do want to shout out our TikTok and Instagram, which you can follow at Story and Things, StoryandThings. That would be really nice. We are trying to promote ourselves more this year, and I feel like we have been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, dude, we went from 300 to 1,500 like that. It was crazy.
We are trying our best out there.
Yeah, seriously.
It is really nice for those of you who are interacting with us. We do have our little mutuals that I love so dearly.
Yeah, we're trying to make book talk friends, or just book friends, honestly. Like, we want other people to be able to talk to about these stories.
And I am so sorry we're drunk. But we're not usually like this, but it is really fun to come on here and talk about the books that we've read.
Not usually like this. Cut to On Honeymooners. Cut to Couple Next Door that's unreleased.
Thank you so much for everyone who is listening, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Yay! We did it.
I'm gonna drink this shot.